People all over the world often call Denmark a fairy tale land, and on several occasions Danes have been named the happiest people in the world. The benefits of the Danish welfare system include free education and healthcare. But where does the money come from? Some comes from our oil adventure in the North Sea. A new research centre at DTU, Technical University of Denmark, aims at finding new ways of extending the life of the oil and gas flow from the Danish part of the North Sea, which can create billions of kroner in income for Denmark. The Danish Hydrocarbon Research and Technology Centre will be funded by the Danish Underground Consortium, which has earmarked 1 billion Danish kroner for the centre over the next 10 years.
We've now produced oil and gas from the Danish North Sea for more than 40 years. That's a success story based on application, deployment of innovative technologies. There's a significant remaining potential in the North Sea, but it requires more and new technologies to unlock that. By establishing the research center, we are creating security for researchers with a 10-year grant, but we're also creating a space for collaboration between the researchers and the industry to ensure that we can successfully unlock that potential.
The purpose of the new center is to search, find, develop new knowledge, new technologies which will enable the industry to produce oil and gas which wasn't otherwise feasible to access. In order to reach this ambitious goal, it is essential that we get world-class people on board. Some great people have signed up for the journey already, and we're going to continue to search for world-class scientists, researchers, students to help us work towards this goal. An important element for the center will be to establish a strong interaction with the industry so that we build on our common knowledge in generating ideas.
In the Danish North Sea, the majority of the hydrocarbon production is from a sediment known as chalk. Chalk is a pelagic limestone. It is composed of micron-sized calcine grains, and the very small grain size and pore size is a major challenge in the hydrocarbon production. One of the challenges for the center is to develop better and more sophisticated reservoir models to enhance the recovery.
The oil in the Danish part of the North Sea must be produced from very tight and highly porous chalk, subjected to pressures ranging from 300 to 1000 atmosphere and at temperatures between 80 and 150 degrees centigrade. Understanding and optimizing the production requires special equipment to measure how oil and gas behave under such conditions. For example, it's important to know the thickness of the oil in the reservoir, its viscosity. And it's also important to be able to predict the potential consequences of maintaining the pressure by injecting seawater into the reservoir. It can improve the recovery of oil, but it can also damage the well.
The challenge is how to maximize oil recovery from this difficult rock with respect for the environment. We have groundbreaking ideas, and we combine it with talented people in order to extend oil production in Denmark for many years. This new research has to start now in order for the results to be implemented in due time.
The platforms, pipelines and constructions, and particularly the materials that were used to make them, were not designed to hold for another 30 or 35 years. So if we want to continue to get oil out of the North Sea, we have to design new platforms and find the right materials and constructions in order to do that. Also, since we are going to apply new oil recovery methods to get the oil out of the North Sea, this will put new demands on the materials that we're going to choose. These materials are not there yet. We have to design them and we have to do the research to get there.
Boasting elite skills at the highest international level, the unique research centre will be collaborating with other universities and research institutions.
The vision of the fossil-free society is still pointing far into the future. With this centre, we have developed a joint vision. We want to develop the knowledge, the technologies, which will enable continued oil and gas recovery in the transition period. The value potential of this effort is enormous. First of all, there's of course the value of additional oil and gas recovery in Denmark. Secondly, the new services and products that will eventually emerge should be exported worldwide, adding yet another value stream to the story.
The Danish Hydrocarbon Research and Technology Centre may have a great impact on Denmark's self-sufficiency of oil, and not least on the country's economy and welfare. For every percentage point increase in hydrocarbon recovery, 70 billion Danish kroner of value is created.